Statesman Nation, here with Nate Tvedt, senior out of Oskaloosa, Iowa, running back obviously for the football team. Appreciate you coming in for a few minutes.
No problem.
Get right down to business here, and that's your major, so you're all about business. You guys have a big game Saturday. We have the whole week mixed up, but huge game against Benedictine on Saturday. First off, let's rewind a little bit and talk about, in addition to last week, let's talk about just your career so far. Finally getting, every year it seems like you got a little more experience, a little more, a few more carries here and there, and now in the starting role, opportunity to really shine as a senior. Talk about how your career's gone and, just the transformation of yourself getting to a leadership role too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you pretty much said it right. I mean, every year, a couple more carries,
right.
Some more playing time and whatnot. Sure. And just this year, getting a lot of playing time, more carries is always fun.
Yeah.
And like you said, taking on a leadership role
Sure.
is also enjoyable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that leadership role. You guys have so many seniors. Does it feel like, in that respect, I'd feel like, well, hey, there's other seniors that can fill in when I'm having a day that I don't really feel like a leader. I feel like I'm just gonna go about my business, do whatever. But is that ever happened for you, or is it a situation that I'm a senior, I have to step up and always do this? It doesn't matter that we have 20 starters that are seniors right now.
Well, from an offensive point of view, I mean,
Sure.
you don't really need to lead other seniors.
Right.
They've been in
Exactly.
the same shoes I have, 3-year starters, 4-year starters.
Sure.
But from a slot back point of view, from a running
Right.
back's point of view, I get a chance to step up and lead them.
Sure.
In the classroom and in the meeting room and all that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. In regards to the option, you said, you're getting more carries, but, in a traditional system, an I-back or whatever, you'd probably get, 20, 30 carries a game, whereas otherwise you're looking at 10 at most normally. It just doesn't come a lot with the slot back position in our offense, just because there's so many opportunities and options, obviously, but so many people that could ding up the defense. So is that, I'm sure you've been in the system long enough, you understand your role, but is that ever kind of difficult to swallow, like, man, I really wish I could be more part of the offense, or is it just you understand it?
As a running back, obviously, I want as many carries as I can get. That's every running back in the nation,
Sure.
But I also understand it's a triple option.
Right.
We got plenty of capable running backs.
Right.
It's a selfless offense, and whoever's going to get the job done, I'm more than happy to let them carry the ball.
Sure.
So.
Definitely, and you've definitely taken care of your role on that. We'll just recap last week real quick. Culver-Stockton was a game that we knew we could come in, and we felt confident that we'd be able to be productive in all facets. Just talk about that game, recap, what you felt like the highlights were, and what you guys feel like coming into this week then.
Well, honestly, it was just a fun game going out there, and putting up that many points is always fun. First quarter, I think we got 30-some points and nothing.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fun, and you got to be careful after a big win like that not to get too high.
Exactly.
And I think coaches address that, and we're ready for this week. We know who we're facing, and
Right.
we're not overlooking them or anything like that.
Sure.
So.
Talk about Benedictine. Sounds like they give up a few yards rushing. Obviously we're not a passing team, so it's kind of hard to throw that whole thing in the mix, but I assume we've seen something on tape that we feel like we can maybe exploit that a little bit, and without, obviously showing our hand, but, you feel like you guys feel pretty confident coming into Saturday?
We do, yeah.
I mean, when you're the nation's best team in the nation running the ball, you got to feel pretty confident you can do it against anybody.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I mean, we're just going to run the ball like we always do.
Right, yeah, definitely. All right, well, we'll get right into the personal side of stuff, because I really like this stuff a lot more. It's always fun talking football, but we'll get right into it. Nate, what's your nickname?
Tweed, Nate, Little Tweed, Big Tweed.
Right.
Since Sam was here last year.
Sure. Talk about why you chose William Penn. Obviously, you're a hometown kid. I mean, you went to PC out of town, but I mean, you're from here, so easy option.
It was pretty easy. I mean, financially is the right decision. My brother was here, Sam was here. My parents would be able to make all the games.
Right.
That was a big part of it also. It was the right fit.
Right, definitely. Talk about, I guess, two ways here. Talk about your the slot-back coach I'm drawing a blank on who this is.
Coach Bauer.
Yeah, Coach Bauer. Describe Coach Bauer in one word.
In one word. Oh, boy. Motivator, I guess.
There you go. And also one word for Coach Hafner.
Coach Haf. Disciplinarian.
Okay. Well, sure. Head coach. That's what you got to do. Doesn't have to be your best friend. It's supposed to be. Yeah, all the other assistants supposed to be the nice guys. Head coach is supposed to be the tough dude.
No, he's a good dude.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, if you were a superhero, who would you be? Or if you had superpowers?
Probably Spider-Man.
Okay. Climb the walls, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. People say you look like.
I've heard James Franco a time or two.
I see it, totally. Favorite food?
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay, cool. Favorite movie?
Lord of the Rings.
All right. Which one of them, or
Probably
just the whole
the first
trilogy?
one.
It's all okay, very cool. Favorite TV show?
The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah. Love myself Walking Dead. We don't
Mm-hmm.
get it, so I'm like, I just have to catch up on Netflix a year
Exactly,
after, and
Netflix.
I do a really good job of not paying attention, so don't spoil anything. I've heard it's already an intense season going on. So, your goal in football as you're finishing off here the last few games. What's your goal?
Make the playoffs and win the championship.
There you go. Currently listening to in your iPod or in your car.
Little Josh Turner.
Okay. If you had $1 million, what would you buy?
Oh boy. Probably invest some of it and get a new truck.
Sure. There you go. If you weren't playing football, what sport would you play?
I've always wanted to try rugby out. See what that was like.
Sure. Look like you got a good rugby frame to it. I did kill if I was in rugby, so it's not going to happen, but I think it would work for you. Favorite sports hero?
Probably Barry Sanders.
Okay. And I gave you this earlier, so hopefully maybe you got a good answer now. Person in history you'd most like to meet?
Probably George Patton.
Okay.
World War II general.
Yeah, definitely. Very cool. All right. Well, we didn't talk about this. Well, we'll do two things here. Last two things. Your business management major. Plans there?
Nothing concrete yet.
Sure.
A couple options, but nothing concrete.
All right. And finally, I'm sure you've had this opportunity many times over the last 4 years, but you're on the other side of the table selling a kid to come to William Penn. What do you tell them?
The football team, it's a family. It's not just a football team. We love each other. We're a brotherhood. We really are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously you're from Oski. You're in the town. I mean, you've born and raised here, but talk about the school outside of football. I mean, what else did William Penn's bring to? What's the selling point for William Penn outside of football, I guess?
Outside of football, I mean, I'm in the business program, and the business professors are great.
Yeah.
I mean, I've learned so much from them throughout my 4 years, and
Definitely.
Yeah, they're great. Absolutely great.
Sure. And, Oski's got a Walmart, so there you go.
And the Taco Bell coming.
There you go. We got Taco Bell coming, so we have options. Plenty of eating options, so. All right, Nate. Well, I appreciate you coming in for a few minutes.
No problem.
Best of luck. Saturday, it's 11 o'clock start out at Lacey against Benedictine. If you can't be here, hopefully you can. Hopefully the weather's going to cooperate and be fairly nice for a late October game, but if you can't be, we got all sorts of options on the web. ESPN3's got the game. If you're down in the Kansas City area, KSMO's got the game. All sorts of ways to see the Statesmen hopefully defeat the Ravens and stay 3-0 in the conference. So, all right, best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.